Evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joe Katon. Tonight we're going to be doing a live straight shave. That's right, a live straight shave. We got the Dovo Cocobolo, and if you're just getting started, this happens to be one of my favorite ones, period, across the board. It's a 5/8 rounded tip. It's Cocobolo because of the handle. It's got a nice little design on it. So if you're new to this kind of stuff, this is definitely going to be a good one for you, and you could see a pale, pasty white guy possibly cut himself. So, you know, there might be blood, so just kind of warning you about that. I got all of my blades back, and these were sharpened for me or honed by Mr. Frank Misa, who I see just joined. Frank, thank you so much. They look awesome. I'm just kind of taking a peek. I did not strap this or anything beforehand. I'm just using it as is, right from the hand that honed it. And Frank Misa owns Strike Gold Shave, so to kind of be fair, I'm also going to use Clinton. So one of my best friends, Chad Murphy, he has a YouTube channel, CD Shavin' Murphy, and he does great shave videos. I don't do shave videos all the time, so if you're wanting to check his like more how-tos and stuff, I'm going to go over lots of different things of how to use something like this. But if you're looking for more like, well, what about this soap? What about that soap? Go check him out, and he does all kinds of videos about all kinds of soaps, and his big thing is double-edged blades, something like this bad boy. This is probably one of my favorite double-edged blades. I just recently picked this up in Tampa. This is from Tampa Shave Company. I don't know if you guys can see that too well. And this is his shorty. The weight on this thing is unbelievable. But I do mostly straight shaves. I also use chevettes from time and again. All the damage I've ever caused has been by one of these suckers. And the worst damage I think I've ever had from shaving just in general was actually by a disposable. So yeah, well, hopefully everything goes all right again. So I love straight shaving. So what's the difference between normal razor? Well, so this is real steel. Okay, it has to be honed just like a fine piece of cutlery. It definitely gets a better edge than other blades versus your double-edged stuff. This one here in a Chevette, it actually is got a cartridge on the inside of it. The Chevette on the inside of it has got basically it's a double-edged blade split in half. So for a Chevette, if you want something nice and laser honed and you don't want to worry about honing, then a Chevette may be up your alley. I definitely get one of the best shaves I ever get, probably across the board using a Chevette. But that's not what for me, straight shaving is not about speed. It's about enjoyment. It's about relaxing and possibly slitting your throat. I don't know. There's something romantically odd about that. I don't know why, but so yeah, there's sharpening involved, stropping involved, just like the old school stuff. So there you go. And this is probably, if you're going to get into straight shaving, probably one of the best basic sizes to get into. It's a 5/8 blade, rounded tip, so you're not cutting things. The toe on it is nice and curved like that. But other types of straight shaves I carry, it's definitely for Sweeney Todd, for sure. This is another one of my favorite ones. So this is kind of a commissary style. This was custom made for me by a guy by the name of Gary Stewart. Kind of has that Batman sort of look to it. Kind of cool like that. Not going to be using that sucker tonight. It's also pretty sharp. But so before I kind of get started with anything, like in an old school barber, they'd lean you back in the chairs. I haven't shaved in a couple of days specifically for this. They always give you like a nice hot towel. So the experience always begins with beard preparation, right? So the beard preparation, what I do is something simple. I usually take a hot shower. So all of my shaves usually are right out of hot showers. I don't really need to do anything else, maybe except for using some of the water out of the soap. We'll get to that in a second. But tonight I haven't taken a shower. Wife and I just got back from dinner. So probably a good thing we're doing this now. Let that food settle in some. Some teppanyaki, some chicken and steak. But I basically get some really hot boiling water going. You love the scent of the soap? Oh God, Clinton is probably one of my favorites. Across the board, Clinton and Kennedy. I have a hard time back and forth but from Strike Gold, choosing which one I actually like better. And as you know, he's got Ike out as well. I just picked up the EDT and can't wait to get that. Kind of like a Kennedy inspired 8 and Bob sort of scent, but I can't wait. But yeah, so I'm using Clinton tonight. Kind of has hints of thyme, I want to say, but that's not what it reminds me of. So with each one of my soaps, to be honest with you, the scent has to be right. The scent has to be, it transports me. So everything about what I'm doing here is relaxing. And that's why I don't usually do a whole lot of videos, because to be honest with you, it's my time alone, right? So it's my time to relax, to unwind. It's the last thing I usually do in the evenings. And yeah, so basically all I'm doing is I'm just getting some hot water and a face towel. And for tonight, because I haven't showered, I'm going to do something. May I offer you a nice little pre-shave? So this here is something that I use from time and again if I haven't showered. It's a shave tonic. It's a pre-shave. It'll help to basically soften the beard up to allow the blade to go through it. This is okay at doing that. I don't really use it because of that. I use it because of the smell. So this is from Baxter, California. Love their products. It's basically a menthol, rosemary, eucalyptus, and camphor combined with spearmint, aloe, vitamin E, D, and A. So I just give it a few shots. And then with the hot towels, I just kind of wrap it around my face, just like this. What I'm doing is I'm allowing all that menthol and spearmint and all that rest of that smell just to go right up my nose. So the relaxation begins right here, gentlemen. So we take that for granted just far too much. When my glasses start steaming up, I apologize. We'll do this like a couple of times. So if you're going to do this at home, I would suggest getting the water as hot as what you can possibly stand. And you'll start seeing my cheeks are already, maybe in this light, or starting to turn a little red. That's good stuff. And you can pick up any of these hand towels anywhere. You'll see that I'm going to use probably a couple different towels at my disposal. Having dry hands through all this process is pretty important. So getting back to the old school barber shop, you would typically lean back in the chair and the barber would basically drape a hot towel across your face. You're having dinner while you're watching me shave? Man, this is awesome. I am honored to be your guest for the evening. I need to do more of these live videos. I think I'm getting, I did a video of me running around cutting my lawn the other day, and that was pretty fun. Good thing I've got unlimited data, I'll tell you what, because that thing went for about an hour and a half. But, oh yeah, right there. So I think I'm one of the few people that's actually going to do this live. And I know why a lot of guys don't do it. So I helped a guy by the name of, again, Chad Murphy, do some editing. And that's the whole thing, is that you can edit. So if you cut yourself or something like that, you can just cut that out, right? I'm not going to be any of that. I wore black tonight just in case, but I should have worn white just so we could really have some fun. So what you're going to need when you start shaving is obviously a really sharp blade. I keep a bowl It's got a nice little handle on the back side of it where I'm going to mix up my stuff. I'm too late. You're already shaved your beard off. I think you're talking about Flife there, aren't you? I'm trying to make him a convert, but something tells me he probably looks like he's probably like in his teens if he shaved off his beard and mustache. So you got your bowl. I also keep, just in case I really nail myself, which I have never cut myself with a straight shaver. I've cut myself with a disposable, one of those vibrating Gillettes with the 5 blades, and oh yeah, that Chevette. Never go back and forth with the razor, guys, never. So, but just in case, I keep a little styptic pencil around for keeping my hands dry. I keep alum block, alum. You can use it on your face after as a post shave as well, but sometimes you'll see me reaching down and grabbing my alum block just to kind of keep my hands nice and dry. And oh yeah, before I forget, holiday of the day, it is National Hairball Awareness Day. So I'll just kind of leave that right there. I don't know who came up with that one, but oh, and it's also Babe Ruth Day. So if you're a good baseball fan like me, then there you go. And then obviously you're going to need soap. So again, we're going to use Clinton from Strike Gold Shave. We're going to use a brush. This is a synthetic knot. It's a 24 millimeter tuxedo knot is what they call this. The guy who makes this for me, his name's Daryl, and it's a Wild West Brushworks, and he puts a nice little coin on the back side. Oh wow, we even got the Brits here now. So you guys really want to see me dye live and in the flesh. So that's cool. And last but not least, aftershave. This is by far the best aftershave. Also Clinton from Strike Gold, I think I have ever used. That is probably the highlight of everything. So, oh, and last but not least, I keep barber towels handy. You'll see me wiping my blade off on it from time and again. I'll drape it on my shoulder. I'll just put it down here at my waist. So anyways, so what I do is I always prep my soap. Yeah, it's like 8 o'clock, a little after 8 o'clock. So hope you don't get mad at me, but so this is the inside of my soap. Relatively hard. We're gonna need to solve that, right? So, oh my God, this stuff smells awesome. So everything kind of transports me to someplace. That's why I buy the soaps that I do, or get rid of the soaps that just don't do anything for me. 1:12 in the morning, holy shit, and you're watching this sucker? Wow, talk about ratings. So the smell of this stuff. So it smells like thyme. I get kind of like a cigarish kind of Nag Champa smell out of it too. Very herbally. This reminds me of my favorite organic marketplace. You know that smell when you walk into your favorite health store, kind of that hippie kind of thing where they got all the holistics, all the vitamins, all the organic stuff, and oh, by the way, they got a couple incense sticks on the wall? That's what this smells like. It just smells and makes me feel healthy as soon as I put it on. So we're gonna have to get this stuff started. And what I do is I put a little bit of hot water in it. It's a process called blooming. So if you're coming to this video and you're saying, wow, this is gonna be a great beginner's video, I hope so, and I hope that it helps you in your terminology too. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of hot water, not a lot, and I'm just gonna put it inside here and I'm just gonna let it sit. I'm going to take my bowl. I will try my best, my dear. So it kind of smells just like that. It's awesome stuff. I'm going to take my bowl. I swear, there's no cocaine in it, but there should be. I'm going to take my bowl, I'm going to put some hot water in it as well, and I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to put it in my bowl. We got to conserve water. So that's the other thing too. So first, you think you're going to save money by going to wet shaving, by either straight shaving, using double-edged shavers. And why do I hear chimes all of a sudden? My wife must be playing some YouTube video, not sure what. But that's not the case. I have spent, yeah, I did. I had a mustache and goatee at one time. And I think that's actually my profile picture. I get weird sometimes. I'll do that whole mustache goatee. The amount of gray that I have, I'm 41 years old, is unbelievable how much I've gotten over the years. It's all the stress at work, right? It's not me getting older. My Irish baby skin, you know? I don't know. So anyways, I'm just going to put some hot water in here. And it's basically just softening up the bristles. That's all it's really doing. Anyways, back at it. I told you this is going to be live, so anything goes. And I'm just going to dump the water out. The hot water is preheated in my bowl. I'm going to shake out some of the excess water. And you're beginning to start shaving. I mean, the process actually began when we start putting the hot water on our face to prep. It's all about the experience. Again, I don't usually do videos that often because this is my time to relax, to get away. The door is shut. Jasper is outside, so he can't come busting in either. Oh yeah, today is also National Devil Dog Day, and this is the first year of it. So amazing what you can find on the web. So I'm taking some of the bloom water on my hand and I'm just rubbing it on. Not because I'm trying to make a lather with it, but I'm just starting the process of slickening up my face. It's a habit of mine. It starts me smelling all that wonderful scent. It's one of those, and Frank, if you're still on, this and Kennedy, you need to make this all times, so when I run out, I can just buy it whenever. No? Okay. Anyways, very limited stuff. He puts out, Gold Strike Gold Shave puts out maybe 25 of these at a time. Was ABE a beautiful burp? I don't know if that it really reached on a Richter scale. I don't know if you can tell, but this is a very old 60s bathroom. The blue tile in here is just wonderful. Against the yellow Formica countertop. It's our next renovation, I promise. You guys have already seen, most of you have seen my kitchen. But yeah, so I'm just kind of slickening up my face, really nice. I'm going to dump out the excess water. Not a lot, I'm still going to leave some in there. And you can see how dangerous that is how slick that is on my hands. So I might wash that off. You know, I actually watched both of y'all's videos on my TV. So I'm going to take my brush, and most of the water is wrung out of my brush. It's easier to add more water to make lather, but I am starting the process of building a lather physically in the tub. RSP spin. I don't remember what that was, but so it doesn't look like I've got a lot on my brush, right? So I just got enough. It's all in the brush. And then I'm going to transfer it to my bowl. A little bit of water still left in it, not much. I'd rather add more water if need be. I think this is the most amount of people I think I've ever had me watch hashtag burping for views. Is that a thing? Okay, who all watched D-Man's Sexy Times tractor video today? That was awesome. I enjoyed the hell out of that one. But basically, I'm just kind of brushing it around in my bowl. Drinking sparkling wine and watching you shave. All right. You ever scuttle lather? I do not. I've always done it this way. Yeah, we love us the Daryl. And Mr. Ryan, Canadian Batman, he is currently at work tonight. Yeah, he's actually an hour ahead of me. I'm on the east coast of the United States, but Nova Scotia is actually 1 hour ahead. Always forget that. I am saving the oh yeah. So talk to us, Frank, a little bit about using the scuttle method. And you can see just how much lather I've built up. So what didn't look like was a lot to begin with, I just used it so much. Just brush it around your bowl. And here we go. 9 times out of 10 I will take my glasses off for this. I might still. You can just see how much lather is just on my brush. I could try to make myself to be a snowman. I already did the hot towel. You missed it. I used a hot towel and I used a little pre-shave. This is Baxter, California. Not because it gives me any real benefits to pre-shaving. 9 times out of 10 I'm shaving after a shower. So after a shower there's really no face prep that's necessary. Now if you're looking at me weird, why I'm looking that way is I have another mirror. So you're just here for the crake. Is that the invisible boyfriend talking again? You know that was all in good fun, right, Emma? That's pretty funny. Pronounced crack. Yeah, I can respect somebody who doesn't want to be on camera. Paige says that all the time. She's on the camera, but she says, I wish I was on the camera less. I'm doing regular videos. So I'm spending a lot of time just kind of brushing, building a lather on my face, taking in the scent. Alright. I'm going to try to put some more in my trouble spots. So yeah, I'm really happy that we all started doing merchandise. Not that any of us are really making any money off of it. It's more of just a way to give a finger to Susan Wozniak. I mean, it really is. Oh, we believe you. We saw the shadow, and we seen the reflection. I've actually heard him speak too, so. Voice actor. Okay. So, we're ready. I'm going to go ahead and take my glasses off now. So, first time man in disguise takes his glasses off. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush the soap on either side. Like that. Just to kind of make a nice little line. Oh yeah, I live for this. You know, I have people at work that watch this too from time and again. And they say that I'm a very different person when I'm on camera or on my social than when I'm in person. And I say that's because I don't have to be a professional. You know, I'm busy putting out your fire, so that requires a lot more information. So basically what I'm doing is I'm now taking the straight shaver and I'm running it under some hot water. Just to kind of heat up the blade. So put it this way, I started the video at 8 o'clock, it's now 24 minutes in, and we haven't even started shaving yet. That's how much prep time it takes, plus I'm pretty wordy, so I'm talking a lot. So, running the blade under some really hot water. Just feels like the right thing to do. And away we go. So, And they say girls take a long time to get ready. Uh-huh. I am in the future. Well, so is emo. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking my hand, my right hand, actually my left hand, I'm grabbing my sideburns and I'm pulling up to stretch the skin. And I'm going to put the blade on my skin, just like this, and I'm going to turn it out. Okay, maybe like 30 degrees, so you're straight like this, laying against your skin, and then you're turning it out away from your skin about 30 degrees or so. And you'll know when it starts biting. And we're just going straight down. Oh my God, Frank, this is awesome. This is like a million times better. I don't know which stone you used for this to hone it with, but this is unbelievable. So the interesting thing about wet shaving, whether it be straight shaving or double edge shaving, straight shaving, doesn't matter, is it's not about, yes, drink lots of alcohol. Lots and lots of alcohol. By the way, you guys keep it up in there. I'm going to keep the water running and we'll see which one of you goes and has to go piss first. I'm just warning you. You have to be drinking in order to watch this, right? So for the tight areas around my mouth, I'm taking the toe or the very front end and I'm using that and that alone. Are you insinuating that you're going to use your Gatorade bottle for taking a leak into? Yeah, so I'm going with the grain to start off with, but my with the grain is completely different than yours, possibly. So my hair growth, you should take the time to learn your hair growth. Mine is down, but it's actually this way. It is odd. So me going straight down is almost at a cross angle. Same here, it's almost straight down. Here my hair is kind of all over the place and it's actually going up. My hair down here actually goes this way. Talk about freaking crazy. So, but yes, I try to go with the grain, then against the grain, and then cross grain. So 3 passes when I'm straight shaving. And I'm just going to put this out there. This thing is cutting like butter. Running the water again for you. So I'm kind of holding, why I like the Dovo is it's got jimps. It's just little grooves that are right here. It gives me a little something extra to bite onto. Sure I will, my camera's picking up on that. I'll keep this water running, you keep it up there. Alright, so again, about straight shaving, I'm holding it like this. See how it's in between my middle finger and my 4th finger? Just like that. Hey, I'm a pro at this. I can flip you off and straight shave at the same time. Oh, with the same hand. Yes, I can. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to scrape kind of like flat up against my nose and I'm going to twist my hand down like this. Okay. One thing I like about straight shaving is you can get into some really tight areas that you can't get into with disposables, chevettes, double-edged. But yes, it's about hair reduction, not hair removal. So with each pass, you're basically shaving off a little bit at a time. So, all right. Half the face is done. Think I might. Have a little spot that I missed there. Just still had plenty of soap. So one thing I like about Strike Gold soap is there's plenty of residual with this stuff. So even though the soap is gone, I can wet it a little bit and there's still plenty there. Still super slick. On to the next. Again, grabbing and stretching. Picking up and stretching the skin. And for the chin area, I'm basically kind of following the contour of my chin. If you hear me going quiet, that's just I'm paying attention to myself instead of slicing myself open. And you can see I'm rolling the blade in and around my chin. Kind of being careful here. The weather's been kind of odd lately for us. Kind of always makes me break out. Yeah, this edge is amazing, Frank. I couldn't ask for better. That's unbelievable. Took good care of it. Did you tighten this up a little bit too? It feels a little bit tighter. The pins feel a little bit tighter on it, which is awesome to me. We don't have a floppy handle because we know what floppy syndrome is like. Oh, my apologies. Yes, the guy in the chat, his name is Frank Misa. Frank, most of these guys I know from YouTube, they're fellow creators. Frank owns Strike Gold Shave. He's also the guy that honed my blades. So, promised him I did something real nice for this. Okay. First pass done, and I've removed a lot of hair. I mean, I should have done a close-up of 2 days growth. That's what I had to start off with. Now, I will tell you, I don't ordinarily do this because I'm usually much better at doing this faster. I'm going to reapply some soap. And the reason I'm doing this is I've been talking so long. We're now 33 minutes in. I just want to keep it nice and slick. But with Frank soap, I don't typically have to do this, but usually I'm already into my second pass by now. So, trying to spend more time telling you what I'm doing. Yeah, this stuff is, I've been doing this a little while, so, but even when I was new, I never cut myself straight shaving. I cut myself with a Chevette. And if you guys know him, a guy by the name of Kurt Wagner, he and I talk often offline. And he also wet shaves. And he is a straight Chevette guy. I mean, all he uses is Chevettes. He does use a double-edged razor as well. So, you know, this is something that most of us keep in the closet, I guess, or closet wet shavers. I don't know, but this is like the most enjoyable time of the day for me. Yeah, so you asked me about it. If you wanted a starter, Frank Misa at Strike Gold actually has something called gold dollars. Good starters, relatively cheap if you don't want to invest. Otherwise, I highly recommend Dovo. Yes, much better than when you talk to the wife or play with the dogs. What, this video is better than that? Okay. So I'm kind of going against the grain. Steve is outside. Why? Because that dog knows how to open up doors. He knows how to open up doors. So basically I'm kind of holding my blade like this. I'm going with the grain. My hair is really weird. This is actually going against the grain for me. So if you watch a lot of YouTube videos and you watch people that go out and tell you, well, do it this way first and do it that way first, if you're going in a direction to start off with and it really fucking hurts, you're probably going in the wrong direction, or your blade is really dull. One of the two. Your blade should never feel like it's tugging at you. That should only be your wife's job. Ladies. There you go. So now I've done a full shave. Damn, this stuff smells good. Yeah, so I like Dovo. It's my favorite brand. Again, this is the Cocobolo. It's a 5/8. It's a great starter. It's not too tall. I'm so happy that I could bring most of you all together in at one night. It feels like all the family's here. And I will tell you that. So if you're new, coming and watching me for the first time, I've been YouTubing for a little while now. I'm not a YouTube celebrity in any way, shape, or form, but I tell you, the friends that I've met either through Beam, an original social media app, started by Casey Neistat. Most of the people in the chat through here I've known from there. Others I've met through on YouTube as well, or because I'm connected in the wet shavers community, I see some people in there. And I'll tell you, it is just an amazing family that we've built up, and I can't thank you guys enough for the amazing support over the time period. I will do one thing for you. Give me a second. Just gonna dry myself off real quick. Be right back. All right, so now through May 7th, this is the commercial time, now through May 7th, shipping is free on all merchandise out of my store from threadless.com. So vote for Steve. He'll make a hell of a lot better president than the dumbass that we've got now. And so there. At least Steve is honest about his destructiveness, but at least he's cute in the process. So what's not to love? Anyways, YouTube Steve, you want the shirts? Free shipping, 45 minimum, 85 international, so buy for your friends. Not that I make much money off of that at all, but anyway, so I'm gonna do a second pass. I usually do 3 passes. Yes, he can definitely open doors. Sponsored by YouTube Steve. I have not gone out. I noticed that Bastos, he started using Threadless here recently too. I've actually worked with Threadless before. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the social media platform ELLO. E-L-L-O. It's the icon that looks like a smiling face. I actually helped start the communities there with them some time ago. And I ran the green community. Oh, he would make a hell of a president. Global one, right? Oh, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my second shave, or my second pass. I think I'm only gonna do 2 passes tonight. I think that's all I need to do. But typically with a straight shaver, when I'm trying to relax, I'll do it in a couple different ways, just so you guys can see it. Cross grain and against the grain. So for me, going across grain is like this. Now on some people's YouTube channels, you see them then come in from the left ear and go back towards their mouth. That doesn't work for me. The only way that works for me is kind of going from this way all the way across. That's the cross grain for me. Again, know your direction. Put some water on your hands or after your soap, and feel which direction is giving you the most resistance. That'll tell you which way your hair is going. clean off the soap. But hope everybody's doing really well. I'm happy to see everybody. I will let you all know that I will be in Washington, D.C. And that is going to be next month. So if you happen to be in the D.C. area, I'm taking a vacation. I am staying in the Alexandria area, and I figure we'll just take the train in. I can't believe how much cheaper it is to stay in Alexandria than it is in the D.C. area. I just love the museums. I'm not there for douchebag at all. Yeah, I haven't been to Texas in a while. So the last time I was in Texas, I worked for a company called Pool Corp. They're a pretty big company there, headquartered actually in Covington, Louisiana. And I used to be 25% travel between here and there. Yeah, so I used to fly into DFW into Dallas, and drive up to Plano. So I used to do that once every 4 weeks, and I was there for a week, and then every 4 months I was in Covington, Louisiana, just outside of New Orleans. So okay, so we're gonna go cross grain. You can go like this, like that. I pull my ear back to get started. Again, I lay my blade nice and flat, and I slowly come across. And I'm using my left hand for this. You somewhat have to be ambidextrous. If you do happen to have a favorite, you'll have to get over it. Yeah, I don't think I remember ever being in Houston. Austin is nice. I remember being in Austin. I don't think I've ever been in Houston. Alright, for around the chin area, I don't go cross grains with a straight shaver. Yeah. Well, most of them are pretty beard free though, my dear. Well, except for Kai, Flife. John, you don't have your beard or goatee anymore, do you? You might have your goatee. Oh yeah, Daryl. I don't see Daryl shaving. You have the Van Dyke. Yeah, that's right. I could take that comment and really run with it, but I think I'm going to leave it right there. Just, okay. Oh, I'm such a dirty asshole. I'm just a regular Joe with a regular job. I'm your average white suburbanite slob. I like football and... My imaginary does not have a beard. Ooh, my strong. Oh yeah. I got an average house with a nice hardwood floor. But sometimes that just ain't enough to keep a man like me interested. Oh no, no way. Is there anybody that actually got that joke? Okay. Sometimes you have to read into something a little bit. I'm not funny, I'm just weird. Yeah, I'll do the shave underneath my chin here in a second. That's easy. Easy for me at least. Nah, you really had to read into that one. If you read Emma's comment, and you know me well enough. Yeah. Alright. but we want to stay friends, right? Rescue Me is a show to watch. Yeah, that was a great show. And to John's point, the song was Asshole by Dennis Leary. I'm an asshole, buddy-o, buddy-o. I'm an asshole, buddy-o, buddy-o. Maybe I shouldn't be singing this song, ranting and raving and carrying on. Alright, so down around my nose, I basically went down and across. I kind of went down and I just started going back like that. And I got it perfect. Do you have the fourth largest city traffic to go along with that? Now you guys know that I just got back from Florida, right? You guys know that I'm originally from Florida. That traffic sucked. Holy shit, did that traffic suck. I don't know why I don't live there anymore. And what's funny is I was in the Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater area for the last couple of days. And that was just a joke. I mean, that was just absolutely terrible. Alright. Gonna finish this shave off real quick with the chin. Now you can go crossways like this. If you're just starting out, I wouldn't recommend that. So I'm gonna show you the downstroke. And it really requires you keeping your blade nice and straight and curving as you're going down. So, here we go, kids. So, how I go crossways is I turn my wrist like this. Hey John, tell them about the one, or direct them towards your video of the granny panties hanging up in the apartment across the way. Yeah, that's still burned into my memory. Alright, now for the other side. Refreshing. All right, 2 passes down. So I don't know if you guys caught me going across this way. It's kind of a backhanded move, so if you're not really used to seeing that, I would just recommend going down like that around your chin. Easiest way for me. It's a technique called buffing, where you're just doing short, much shorter strokes. But I think we're going to call this a day with the shave portion of it. So I hope you learned something new. People ask me all the time is, why out of everything that you do you do this? And I don't know, I've always had kind of a fascination with the dark and the macabre. always have. And my wife doesn't help that out even more, so we make a good couple that way. I've got a picture of Edgar Allan Poe, as a matter of fact, in our living room. So what am I going to do now? That I guess I could do a jig. No, I'm part Irish. I can do that, right? I'm allowed. Are you going to get your flute out and start playing for us? Just don't wake up the kids. Time for the night out. We already were out. Well, basically I'm just going to wipe everything down. And Frank, if you're still on, shave was amazing. And I still managed to get 2 passes down. I think I would have done 2 passes ordinarily in about 35 to 40 minutes after a shower. No pre or post pre-shave. I would have just done it right from there. But where can we find Frank's work? So so Frank sells on Etsy his soap. He also sells his gold dollar blades. It's strikegoldshave.com. It's probably my favorite of all time soap. If you're looking for Dovos, hit me up. I think I got somebody that may be able to help you. If you're looking for really expensive artisan blades, I like Gary Stewart. He makes custom blades down in Florida, I think is what Gary is at. I can't remember. Portland Razor Company also makes some really badass ones. If you're wanting some old school blades that you know have been really honed well, that are probably shave ready, that's one thing you got to be careful for. Griffith Shave Goods, or Griffith Shaving, look them up on Google. They have all kinds of antiques. Okay, I'm basically just washing up my bowl. I'll dry it out so I can put it back in the cabinet, washed off my shave brush. And if nothing less, you know what I'm happy to see is there's so many awesome people coming together just to be able to say hi. You know, there's something different about being able to actually talk to one another. To me, my styptic pencil, I did not need it. Now you all probably came here hoping to see blood, but sorry to disappoint. I'm just going to put on some aftershave and we're going to call it a night. Not bad. So if you cut yourself, it basically will stop the bleeding. So you cut yourself and it basically coagulates the blood to stop it bleeding, just like that. I think this one has seen its better days. I'm trying to remember who made this one. You can get them a lot of times in your pharmacies, or I guess maybe you call them chemists. Bat Spit, kind of like Bat Spit. Happy you're still with us. Yeah, I haven't died yet. The thought was there, but I'm still here. Even if I did, I would just haunt your asses. I would make all of your clocks just stop, you know. I can turn off my dial 911. Yes, you can. We survived this one. Another one goes down in the books. Gonna put on some aftershave now. Start this, maybe. Woo. That would have been bad. Was that really loud on your side as much as what it was on mine? So I'm sure, as everybody probably knows, Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin, the alcohol-based. I actually saw him on a. Yeah, it is 9 o'clock here in the evening. He's actually got a new soap. I can answer if he's already dropped off. He's got a soap coming out on Strike Gold Shaves Etsy site. It's going to be Taft. It's an aquatic scent, and you got to hop on it. Best bet is to follow strikegoldshave _ on Instagram. So at strikegoldshave _. That's he puts all the releases and lets you know when things are going out there. Super nice guy from New England. I think he's up in New York. Pretty sure New York. Massapequa, New York. He's like a firefighter, I think. Firefighter / police, I think. So if you're, police, I think he does a little extra for you. But that is it, guys. That is the end of the shave. I am just busily cleaning up, and what is a shave without this awesome drink? Coffee. So if anybody has any last questions or anything else like that, feel free to let me know. I'll watch the comments down below, but I can't thank you guys enough for joining me. I hope you learned a little something. Again, it's about having that romantic, relaxing experience using deadly weaponry. I haven't ever decided to cut myself or shave myself with a steak knife yet, but this is just different. I mean, this is super, this is like 1,000,000 times sharper than a steak knife is. Oh, it's steaming up in here. I think it's all me. You see my glasses? Oh, it's all this. It's all hot right here, let me tell you. So anyways, it's just something romantic about that. The old school traditions that I just happen to love. Like, I love old school jazz. And for those who know me really well, I love old school bluegrass. But what I really love even more is when you can take the old and pick that up into something new. So something new from the past is used. So like you take an antique or something like that, or I got a good one for you. If you guys really like jazz, there's this band called Caravan Palace. It's a perfect example of what I'm trying to say. So you got old-fashioned swing, right? You think Django Reinhardt. Love Django Reinhardt. But they take it and turn it into something electronic too. So it's your ability to tip your hat to the old while embracing something new. So it's like we're still looking towards the past for those things, right? And I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's one of the reasons why I love shaving. I also have a huge Civil War collection too. I'm just weird about that. I got a huge case full of it. I don't like things too much, but something about that just speaks to me. Something about the energy from those things speaks to me. I don't know why. And it's weird is with my mom, I don't want anything of her. That's something just different, it's not like a personal connection. It's just something intrinsic that I can kind of hold on to. You almost kind of feel the energy of something from way back when, what happened back then, But for my mom, it's just a different thing. Anyways, so long story short, love straight shaving. It's a relaxing experience. It transports me to someplace else. You get all the herbal essence. We're using great soaps, and there's a million of them out there. So only have like 3 or 4. Nothing like a good muted trumpet solo. Items from something bigger than any of us. Yeah, I've got some stuff that's. I wear glasses, so I collect. I think I got like 6 or 7 pairs of really old glasses. It's just weird, I don't know why, but anyways. So, okay, boys and girls, should we end it at 1 hour perfect? I think we should end it at 1 hour perfect, which is in 40 seconds. So, I hope you have a good night too. I love you all, and thanks for being a part of this. It's my little way to give back to you guys, and just be a part of. So you guys say all goodbye, good night, because it's all about me, right? That's why you're here. You're not here for me? Okay. Hope you guys enjoy. We got 10 seconds left. Let's see how quickly we can end this. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.